He was beaten and stabbed to death inside a Harris County jail cell.
An investigation is underway tonight as his family begins to demand answers from the Harris County Sheriff's Office. KPRC2's Sion Rhodes is live for us with the details. Sion, what is his family saying?
Subscribe to the channel. This is King Me. I know you can read the title, what's going on. I'm going to give you a little bit more. I'm going to let you hear this. I'm going to give you my recap, and we go from there. Yee!
They just don't understand how this could happen after they asked the sheriff's office to protect their son.
Protect their son. Brett
was a super loving kid. He wanted to fit in more than anything.
The day Fred Harris was arrested, Dallas Garcia came to the Harris County Sheriff's Office concerned for her son's safety.
I told him, I said, this is not a place for him. He'll never understand.
The 19-year-old had severe intellectual disabilities with an IQ of 62. He weighed just 98 pounds.
And I didn't leave until I got some answers. And when I left, they said that my son would be okay and that they would handle this. So then, we're here now, a couple of days later, and this wasn't handled.
Harris was booked into the jail October 11th, charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for an incident at a group home.
He showed a knife to someone that he was scared of.
Last Friday night, Harris was found unresponsive and severely injured in a cell after what the sheriff's office described as a fight with another inmate. He was declared brain dead on Sunday.
When a 240-pound person is on you and you're 98 pounds, it ain't a fight.
Yeah.
It's just an attack and an assault.
25-year-old Michael Ownby now charged with aggravated assault causing bodily injury.
Fred could have been put into isolation or to...
Subscribe to the channel. This is King Me. I know y'all listen to that. First of all, what is he doing in population? You know, he's 19 years old and he had an IQ was very low IQ. He got into a fight with a Caucasian man that was 25 years old, his senior. You hear me? And he's only 19. He only weighed $190. 98 pounds. This guy, I'm looking at him. He looked like they said he weighed about 225. You see? You hear that? I mean, that's not. This for the youth. So y'all want to go to jail and shit like that. I'm trying to let y'all know they don't discriminate on anybody. You go to jail, you could be in a wheelchair, you could be an old man, you could be brain dead, you could be, it doesn't matter. You commit a crime, you're going to jail. But what they did wrong was they put them in a cell where he should have been by himself, not around people. You know, like it was like a setup. That don't even make no sense. That was a straight up setup. White man, and then they knowing that he probably was a cuckoo, they probably put them in together for a reason. His mama came up there 2 days before then, was like, hey, I need you to protect my son, He don't know what's going on. Oh, and they told her, oh, he'd be protected. He'd be protected. He was dead 2 days later. Brain dead and stabbed all up. Her mama needs some answers, man. Harris County. Her mama needs some answers, man. Or just get ready to pay up. Y'all got the money. It ain't like that. It's y'all money. Y'all got money just for that. Just for that. Subscribe to the channel. This is King Me. I had to just give you this, like 19-year-old just dead, brain dead. Now, you know, you got them other people. Well, you should have never been in jail, or you should have never did that. I mean, he was in a group home and he was probably getting bullied up there. He found the knife and all that. But first of all, I'm telling you, like, he had a low IQ. So with that low IQ, he should have been placed in a different environment, just as well as the boot camp. Like, they didn't have nowhere else to put him. You feel me? Like, it's like, that's what they do. They don't care. Like, you fuck up, you're going to jail. And then it's election. Oh my God, yeah, man, ain't it? It's election time, you know? So election, they own it. Don't go to jail. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Feel sorry. My condolences to his family. He had a beautiful family. Mother, father, he had it all. Brother, you know, it's kind of like he had sister, like damn like the Cosby Show. You know, he was just he didn't have it all, and that wasn't his fault. You know, his IQ was down and stuff like that. They said he was mentally challenged and stuff like that. Had a 19, but he was like about at least 10 in the head. I mean, that wouldn't be cool. I don't think you should lock somebody up like that, man. Like, I mean, a mental hospital or something like that, and special close watch, like shit like that, cameras and shit like that. But put him in a cell with somebody, and come on, man, what are y'all doing, man? That was a setup. Her mother should get a good, nice little pay out of that, you know. Said she got to bury her son 2 days after she put him up there, and the last thing y'all told her was he will be okay. You don't go to jail. Really don't have nothing else to say on this. Like, I mean, this is self-explanatory. This is plain and simple. You go to jail, nobody there to help you. And the people that's there to help you, they're not going to help you. Okay? So, and so only person you have when you in there is yourself and the man upstairs. And a lot of them, when they go in there, they don't have that on their mind. A lot of them are just in there reckless. And if they don't have an out date, they're going to be reckless and acting a fool until, you know, a lot of them get old and shit like that and they sit on down. But then they got other motherfuckers around them. They can just manipulate and do shit for them. So prison ain't nothing but just like, it's a devil's playground. It pretty much is hell. You know? It's just a place where some people can leave. You know, hell, you can't leave. You know, some people stay, but some people can leave. See, this 19-year-old right here, eventually, I think if he would have just got his head and mind together, his family would have brought him back home and stuff like that. He would have had a life. I mean, they said aggravated assault. I mean, I think the places where they were putting him in, man, like you putting a kid, you know, a 19-year-old with mentally challenged, 10 like he's 10 in the head. He's a baby. He's a kid. And y'all put him in there with grown-ass people? So, hey, leave in the comments, though. You think that 25-year-old that basically killed him, death penalty. Was it a fight? Come on, man. He was 98 pounds. He was 225. He was 19 years old. He was 25 years old. I keep going. He was mentally challenged inside of a cell with another person. And if they had him over there in the crazy side, you know, the whatever they call it, the psych side or whatever they call it, you know, I don't know where they call it in their area, but the nut house, if they had him on the nut side, he should have been in there by himself. I mean, comment, leave some on that and let me know. Share this, subscribe this. This is King Me. I mean, if that was my son or family member, yeah, we'd be getting some justice. I mean, he was already in jail. He was there. So, he will get some justice. Because what is that called? What is he doing with a knife? Now, he just got there. You already know that black 19-year-old, he did not get no knife. 25-year-old been there for a while. He had that. He had that. He gonna get that. Definitely gonna get guilt. I don't even have to think about this one, man. Come on, man. It's not hard to even know the mentally challenged. Now, if this guy was mentally challenged, then it might be something. But where the knife come in at? So I don't see that happening. I see him getting another charge for murder. I see his mother and family getting a nice little financials and settle out. And I think it should be a law in Texas for this, you know. The law should be anybody that's mentally handicapped in the brain should be therefore judged by a judge that night, like a house arrest, get signed off to be even evaluated to go to the nut house and be evaluated, or to have a go to jail and have a psych ward where they're just in there by themselves, nobody there. So like he shouldn't have been in there with nobody. You know, he probably was scared for his life. And he was probably up. White boy, he probably ain't, he used to sleeping at night. He took his meds. There's one thing about him, he got to have, what something happened in that cell, man. You know, that made him just stomp him down and stab him up. That don't even, it just don't make no sense, man. Like this is a county, man. I mean, he got him, he stabbed him up and beat him down like he was some max penitentiary. They need to do some more research, just a little history on what's going on with this situation. And why did he had to do him like the way he did him, They got some answers. Harris County got some answers. And we all want to know. Subscribe to the channel. This is King Me. Sad day. You can always tell evil because it turns on itself. King Me.